perspective of a person that came into the Navis clan in the early 90s. Sort of.
Loud.
From a perspective of a person that came into the Navis family in the early 90s and meeting Richard then, Ed and Josephine were both alive, his parents. And to me, Richard was the most conversationally like his parents. Both Ed and Josephine were the most fascinating people to talk to that I have ever met in my entire life. Now, I will say I enjoyed Ed more than Josephine because she didn't like me. And also, Richard asked my intentions when I first met and first came out to meet the family. But I will never forget conversations with Ed and then going across the room and having a conversation with Richard. Now, you have to understand that Richard and Michael are the spit and image of their dad. So much so that Michael has a photograph of his dad and the dog, and he told that this is his dad's memorial. Michael has a picture of his dad and a dog at a lake. When he was younger, a little boy came over to the house and said, "Who's that a picture of?" And Michael said to the little boy, "That's a picture of my dad." And the little boy looked at Michael, looked at the picture, looked at Michael, looked at the picture, and he goes, "Your dad's a dog?" True story. So then, another thing I have to tell you, at Kaja's wedding, I was there when Kaja got married to Joe, and Ed and I could get, if I got next to Ed, we could just talk forever. And he said to me at Kaja's wedding, I'll never forget, I was dancing with Richard. And he says to me, "They're so much alike. These two used to look like twins." And he said, "Now, honey, remember, don't take home the wrong boy." But Ed and Josephine, I believe, were the most interesting people I ever met in my life. And I think the reason Richard was such a curious mind and such a beautiful soul was because of them. Yes, I truly think so. Yes.